Namaskar. Hello and welcome back to Inside English Academy. Today's video is going to be a discussion on one of the chapters from HS first year General English syllabus. The name of the chapter is The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role, and it's written by Nani Palkhiwala. Before moving on to the chapter, I'd like to say something about the title of the chapter and the author. See, the author, Nani Palkhiwala, he is one of the prominent lawyers of India. He's from Bombay, and through this essay, he wants to say something to his readers. Through this essay, he wants to send us a message. And what is this message? We will find out as we read the essay. The title of the essay is quite thought-provoking. Why is it thought-provoking? Or thought-provoking মানে কি? এনেকুৱা এটা বস্তু বা এনেকুৱা এটা শব্দ যিটো বস্তুৱে আমাক ভাবিবলৈ বাধ্য কৰে, that is thought-provoking. ইয়াৰ টাইটেলটো আছে The Ailing Planet, the Green Movement's Role. Green Movement's Role. So, Ailing Planet বুলি ক'লে আমি কি বুজো? See, we are a part of this planet, and when we say that the earth is compared to something which is ailing, the earth is described as an ailing planet, it strikes us that the earth is not in its proper condition. যেতিয়া আমি ailing planet বুলি কওঁ, ailing word to meaning to কি হয়? ailing মানে হৈছে suffering আৰু এজন পেশেণ্টক আমি যেতিয়া describe কৰোঁ তেওঁক আমি generally ailing বুলি কওঁ because he is suffering from some kind of disease. And here the author, he tries to relate the condition of the earth in today's time and age. He's trying to relate the condition of the earth to that of a patient who is inflicted with some kind of disease, with some kind of suffering. Aru amar earth khon আজি হেনেকুৱা এটা level reach কৰিছে, হেনেকুৱা এটা level পাই গৈছে য'ত আমি compare কৰিব পাৰোঁ to a patient who is suffering from some kind of disease. One cannot recall any movement in world history which has gripped the imagination of the entire human race so completely and so rapidly as the Green Movement, which started nearly 25 years ago. In 1972, the world's first nationwide Green Party was founded in New Zealand, and since then, the movement has never looked back. What's the meaning of this first paragraph? See, first of all, he gives us a hint by calling the planet as the ailing planet, calling the earth as the ailing planet. Next, he goes on to talk about the green movement. Green movement এনেকুৱা এটা movement আছিল যিটো start হৈছিল 1972 New Zealand আৰু তাৰ পিছত all over the world হেতু তাৰ ইম্পেক্টটো feel কৰা হৈছিল. And hey, green movement too, it was a result, it was an outcome of human realization of the impact of their own actions, of their own limitless exploitation of natural resources and their atrocities, their overuse of the resources which we get from the environment. Aru এই মুভমেণ্টটো যেতিয়া ষ্টাৰ্ট হ'ল তেতিয়া কেইটামান ফেক্টৰ্ছ আছিলে যিকেইটা মানুহে they wanted to popularize those factors, যেনেকৈ the importance of ecology, the importance of a human consciousness, that is social responsibility eta, and the importance of grassroots democracy. So এইকেইটা আমি ইমান ডিটেইলত জানিব নালাগে, just mentioning these things for your better understanding of what this green movement actually was. Green movement to asile eta movement jitu manuhe nije start korisile, jetia manuhe nije realize korile that ami etialeke nature oporot okol atrocities inflict kori ahisu, mane nature ok ami exploit kori ahisu. So now it's high time that ami nijor actions kini ami ebar sam, we look back and we try to correct our own choices and we have shifted, one hopes, irrevocably from the mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view of the world. It is a shift in human perceptions as revolutionary as that introduced by Copernicus, who taught mankind in the 16th century that the earth and the other planets revolved around the sun. So, ইয়াত কি কৈছে that এতিয়া মানুহে realize কৰিলে and he has shifted from the mechanistic view of the planet earth to a holistic and ecological view. First of all, what is this mechanistic view? Mechanistic view mane hoise when we look at something as a machine. We look at something as a non-living entity. Jitu bostur soul nai, jitu bostur life na. Ami heneke jete kiba eta bostu perceive koro, ba etu bostuk sound. That is a mechanistic view. Aru jetia ami shift korisu from that mechanistic view to a holistic and ecological view. It means that now we have started to look at the earth as a living entity, which is a complete organism with all its needs, just like a human body, just like a human being with all its needs. And this realization was no less than any other revolution or any other discovery. Jitu ami history dekhisu. This realization was quite a historic moment in the lives of human beings, because a realization to at a transition anile, at a transformation anile in our lifestyle and in our relationship with our environment. For the first time in human history, there is a growing worldwide consciousness that the earth itself is a living organism, an enormous being of which we are parts. So etia first time or karne, after that green movement, manue realized korise that the earth is a living organism and we are all just a part of that big living organism. It has its own metabolic needs. Metabolic needs mane janeke human body kisuman bodily needs thake. Metabolic needs ase, those are the physical needs, the bodily needs. Heneke earth khonoru, when we look at it, when you realize that it's also a living organism, we understand that it also has its own metabolic, that is bodily needs, and the vital processes which need to be respected and preserved. Vital processes boli jeti ami kom, generally we mean the body organs, like a human body has liver, kidney and other organs. Heneke jeti ami earth khonor vital processor kotha kom, we might refer to the different parts which actually comprise, which actually constitute that entire entity which we call the planet Earth. The Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. So this takes us back to the beginning of the discussion. Jetia ami refer korisu to the title of this chapter, jot asile mention the ailing planet, and there we had discussed kior karne author jone ailing planet mili koise earth khonok and reason to yat koise. The earth's vital signs reveal a patient in declining health. Etia earth khon healthy hoi thaka nai, janeke agote ami earth khonok eta non living entity hisabe perceive kori ahisilor, heneke ami himote treat kori ahisilor as if it has no senses, as if it has no emotions, no feelings, it cannot feel anything, or it's only going to give us to no end. But etia ami gom paisu that it also has its limits, it also has its needs, and in order to sustain those resources, in order to preserve those resources which we are getting from the environment, we also have to protect and preserve those resources. Only then are we going to be able to enjoy them in the longer run. The Earth's vital signs reveal a patient in decline. We have begun to realize our ethical obligations to be good stewards of the planet and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generations. So yat koi say that first thing we have understood that the earth is not just a patient, but its health is declining with time. And the second thing is we also have realized that we have certain ethical obligations as human beings to be good stewards of the planet. Stewards means protectors and responsible trustees of the legacy to future generations. So, stewards mane hoise jone protect kori rakhibo aru responsible trustees bilake ki kore, they are the custodian, they are the agents jone sob resources buror hisab rakhe, they keep the counts and they pass it on to the next generation. So yet koise that responsible trustees hisabe we can pass on the legacy of the environment, of what nature has to offer to humankind, of what we have to receive from nature, hekhini ami pass on koribo parim to our future generations only when we will be able to protect and preserve this planet, which is showing signs of a patient in declining health. The concept of sustainable development was popularized in 1987. This is important, the year, by the World Commission on Environment and Development, even this name. In its report, it defined the idea as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. That is, without stripping the natural world of resources future generations would need. Simply put, যদি আমি sustainable development or meaning to বুজিব try কৰো, it means আমি present economic needs খিনি আমি meet কৰিব try কৰিব লাগে without harming the possibilities of the future generations to meet their own needs. মানে আমি প্ৰেজেণ্টত ইমান অভাৰ ইউজ ইমান এক্সপ্লইট কৰি দিব নালাগে আমাৰ ৰিচৰ্চেছবোৰ যিটো আমি পাই আছোঁ ফ্ৰম দ্য এনভাইৰনমেণ্ট চ' দেট ফিউচাৰ জেনেৰেশ্যনছৰ হাতত একো নাথাকিব and they will be reading about the environment, reading about the man-environment relationship in good sense, in good terms, just as past history. In the zoo at Lusaka, Zambia, there is a cage where the notice reads, "The world's most dangerous animal." Inside the cage, there is no animal but a mirror where you see yourself. Thanks to the efforts of a number of agencies in different countries, a new awareness has now dawned upon the most dangerous animal in the world. He has realized the wisdom of shifting from a system based on domination to one based on partnership. Yet same message to Nani Palkhiwalai bare repeat in different ways. He's trying to repeat the same thing over, and he's trying to give it in the form of a crux, in the form of a message to his readers. All he wants to say is that etia human realization ata hise aru hey realization to ahute manor life for ami dekhisu that changes ahi gose even in our reactions, even in our dealing with the environment. And eta incident ro kotha koise that eta zoo ase at Lusaka, Zambia. Tat there is a notice which reads, the world's most dangerous animal. Aru hey cage tour bitorot ekku animal rakha nai but just ekhon mirror thoi dise, because human beings, whenever they will look at the notice, they will read the notice, they will look at the mirror, they will see themselves, and then they will realize that no other animal is as dangerous as he himself. Why so? Because no other animal actually harms any other creature just with, like human beings go on harming other creatures for their own benefit. And ami kihor karone ami harm koribo bisaru environment, kihor karone ami iman din exploit kori aisu environment to and its resources only for our economic benefits, only for our consumerism, only tendency, only for our commercial benefits, or because our factor was that is the growing population iman barhi goise etia that human needs barhi goise. Population barhar lage lage human needs barhi jabo, human needs barhar lage lage he needs bur meet korar karone ami aru resources exploit kora he tendency to barhi jay aru hetue repeat hoy ahise in the human history, jitu karone ami have been exploiting environment only to reap benefits from it. So etia Nani Palkhiwala, he wants to tell us that etia at a realization ahise, and with that realization, with the green movement showing its face in different ways, and when man is trying to ameliorate mane hoise improve kora nijor ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপটো উইথ দ্য এনভাইৰনমেণ্ট, এতিয়া আমি গম পাইছোঁ ডেট কিমান ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হয় এনভাইৰনমেণ্টটো ছাষ্টেনেন্স অফ দি প্লেনেটৰ কাৰণে। বিকজ অকল হিউমেন বিংছ যদি আমি এইটো বস্তু ভাবি লওঁ ডেট উই আৰ দ্য সুপ্ৰিম ক্ৰিয়েচাৰ অফ গড এণ্ড অনলি উই হেভ দ্য ৰাইট টু ছাৰ্ভাইভ হিম, it will be completely wrong because human beings cannot survive alone without the existence of any other creature, any other species on this planet. There is a coexistence of different species which actually sustains this planet. Or he coexistence to নহ'লে আমাৰ complete ecological imbalance আহি যাব। আৰু ecological imbalance অহাৰ কাৰণে ইমানবোৰ নেচাৰেল কেলামিটিজ আহে, ইমানবোৰ নেচাৰেল ডিজাষ্টাৰ্ছ আহে। আৰু এতিয়া আমি এনেকুৱা এটা পজিশ্যন পাই গৈছোঁ য'ত আমি নিজে আমাৰ ৱেজবোৰ চেঞ্জ কৰা বাহিৰে আমাৰ বেলেগ একো উপায় নাই। আৰু one more thing that Nani Palkhiwala reiterates that he repeats here is that এতিয়া মানুহৰ সেই চেন্সটো আহিছে, wisdomটো shift হৈছে, wisdomটো আহিছে of shifting from the mechanistic view to a holistic view. আৰু সেই mechanistic view পৰা holistic viewলৈ অহা লগে লগে আৰু এটা realization আহিছে that আমি supreme force হিচাপে dominate কৰিব নোৱাৰোঁ এনভাইৰনমেণ্টক, rather আমি এটা পাৰ্টনাৰশ্বিপৰ ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপহে শ্বেয়াৰ কৰোঁ with environment, that is আমি coexist কৰোঁ on this planet. We are not the supreme species, rather we are one species just like any other species surviving on this planet. আৰু আমি ডমিনেট কৰা কোনো ৰাইট নাই এনভাইৰনমেণ্টক, নেচাৰক।